Hey guys, Cal here bringing you another video. This one is going to be the best way to push at any Town Hall level above Town Hall 11. And the reason why we're focusing on pushing right now is because your star bonus, not your star bonus, yeah, your star bonus dictates the amount of the new ore you get. And that means you want to be in a higher town hall, as the importance of ore is probably more important than any other resource we currently can farm, as we can't keep farming it. We are pretty much capped at a daily amount, besides of course war, which of course is capped at every 2 days if you're doing back to back. So this is the war, or not the war army, this is the army I use. I like using, what is this, 9, I like using 13 wall breakers. You can choose any amount that you really want, and the rest sneaky goblins. I like having more sneaky goblins than wall breakers, of course. Not in numbers, because of course you always want more sneaky goblins, but I like having a lot of sneaky goblins because sometimes you don't need those wall breakers. And for the spells, I've been liking 3 jumps, the rest invisibility. You can drop jumps if you want just more invisibility spells, because you can always bring invisibility spells in your CC. And I do recommend that if you want to get the most amount of attacks in to your attacks, because I just recommend that in general because you can get more attacks in. And if you're not too worried about raid medals, I think this is a very good use of them. Of course, you want to save your raid medals for the power potion and hero potion if you need them, but if you don't need them, then using them on the CC can be very beneficial for you. So essentially what we're going to be doing is just going into raids, and we get really lucky with this first attack here, and we're just sniping the town hall with the sneaky goblins. Sneaky goblins are the best town hall sniping troop in the game because they go invisible. And you'll notice the higher you go, the actually more likely you are to find these bases that have not holes in them. This one we got pretty lucky, but you're more likely to find bases that are not in the core, because a lot of people are defending against the 3-star than they are the 2-star. We're still in Masters, so we might find a lot of Town Halls still in the core, but once you get into Titan, you're going to notice that a lot of people are defending against the 3-star, and there are going to be less bases in cores and more loot, like storage units, on the outside. Did we just find the same base 3 times in a row? So right now you're going to have to bear with me a little bit with the searching. We're not finding bases that have town halls on the outside. We're just trying to find bases that have the town hall in an accessible place, because we're trying to use as little sneaky goblins as possible. And this is why I bring more jumps, because sometimes there's just holes randomly in bases I found, and the jump allows you to go straight for that town hall. The reason why we didn't use wall breakers is because we're most likely to break all these walls, and then we're going to have to use our more sneaky goblins, because they're going to have to clear out the access buildings that would be distracting our sneaky goblins from the town hall in general. So base like this is also pretty decent, because we only need 1 wall break in, and there's just a little bit of funneling needed. So we're going to go for it. If I was really picky, of course I would skip this one, but because I don't want this to be a very long video, this strategy can pretty much go for as long as you want. If you really want to push a lot, then of course you should be more picky with your attacks. But because I'm trying to condense this into a video that I'm trying to put this in a video that is easily consumable by a viewer, I'm not going to spend most of the video searching. I'm mostly going to be doing this for 10 minutes-ish and just showing you how many attacks we get in. And the reason why we're doing so many attacks rather than doing 2 3-star attacks is because you shouldn't look at one attack as a... You shouldn't look at it as 100%ing a base. You should look at this as performing one 6-star like day. So if you do 2 3-star attacks, that means you got 6 stars, which seems pretty obvious. But what a lot of people don't realize is that you can either do 2 3-star attacks, or you can do 6 1-star attacks. And you're going to see that getting 6 1-star attacks is a lot simpler and a lot more likely to happen than 2 3-star attacks. And you'll notice that we're probably going to get more than 6, and sometimes we even get upwards of 12 attacks. That's the most I've ever done with 2 army camps. But with doing this type of attack, you're going to be getting a lot more. See, we're already at 5 stars, and we have still so much of our army left. So here we have another really great base for just jumping straight into the town hall. Hopefully the jump is big enough. Yep. So we're just going to wall break here and get a quick little snipe. This is what I'm saying. It's very simple. And this will eventually... Oh, did I mess up? Yeah. And this will eventually turn into farming. The reason why I'm not doing farming while pushing is because, as you see, my loot storages, my storages, I don't know why I said loot, but yeah, there we go. We got 525 and 28 for our star bonus. I don't think the ×4 affects ore. If I'm incorrect, I'm sorry about that, but we haven't even used 1 full army camp yet, and we already got our 6 attacks in, meaning that we can keep on going and find more and more bases to hit. And if you are farming, what you should be doing is then looking for, again, another hole in the base. You're going to notice that a lot of people just have holes in their bases, and it's up to you to just kind of take advantage of it. The reason why I took out these is because I wanted to make sure that if my wall breakers go up there, we don't really have to worry about them kind of straggling on us. And sometimes even when you do a jump spell, your sneaky goblins will just target the outside building because of how close it is. So getting a good idea on when your sneaky goblins will kind of obey you and when they won't is a good skill to have here. But we're going to take out this. But what you could do is, if you wanted to, you could drop a sneaky goblin on each one of these collectors, and just through sheer amounts of attacks, you're going to get a lot of loot. You're going to get less attacks, but you're going to get more loot. And the higher up you go, you can then drop your heroes, and you'll get a little loot bonus at the end based on the percentage of destruction you did. And that goes up as well the higher up in trophies you get. Being in Titan, you only need 20% destruction to get 100,000 dark elixir and gold, which doesn't sound like a lot if you're going for big 1 million loot raids, but because we're doing 6 attacks, that means you're getting at least 600,000 bonus loot for free. And if you find bases that provide loot, like this one, that have storages on the outside, then you're just getting you're getting 100,000 on top of whatever you got. See, that little snipe right there was 100,000 without even getting any other loot. So that would have been a 200,000 raid had I dropped my heroes and gone for the percentage here. We're going to do another video, of course, when we are farming up here in Titan. I already did a video on that, but I'm not going to upload it just because I don't think it really showed what I was trying to do because I wasn't in Titan yet. So we're going to be doing some push videos to get ourselves to Titan, so then we can make a more informative video about farming up here in Titan and what... Ooh, I didn't unclick my wall breaker. So I can do a more informative video on specifically farming in Titan. I've done it in the past, but that was before this ore update, and I really do think that this information needs to get out there, so we get more sneaky goblin farmers up here in Titan and having more people progress their bases quicker. Of course, Legend is the best place to farm, I think, because it's the highest level of Town Hall. However, that's not really reasonable if you're not a Town Hall 15 or 16, because you're just going to be dunked out of it. And of course, if you're using sneaky goblins, you're not going to be... You can get your 6 attacks in, your 8 attacks in, but if they're all 1 stars, then, you know, you're not going to be... You're not going to be there very long, so... that's kind of what we're doing here. Oh, can we make it? Nice. This is a tangent, but the one archer on the buildings is so funny to me. I think it's so funny. But it is called an archer tower, not an archer's tower. So I guess it does make sense that it does make sense that there would be only one archer up there. We're nearing the end of our video here, and as you can see, it's pretty consistent. You can just kind of keep on farming, and there are always going to be bases that are in need of getting sniped here. You're not going to be searching for a long time trying to find bases to snipe. There will always be something that has like a relatively easy path to the Town Hall, or Town Hall just very close to outside, or even holes in Town Halls. You would think the hole in the Town Hall, or hole near the Town Hall, would be rare, but we always find at least one, it seems like, on all our videos. If you noticed, you always want to use a test sneaky goblin when going to the Town Hall, because the Town Hall tends to be trapped up. And just like that, we did only the sniping. We got a 400,000 gold raid. So you can get a lot of loot just by accident here. I'm not going to flex on how much loot we got because we weren't trying to, but like even looking at the loot we got, it isn't terrible here. So I think we have, because it's 20, we can do one more here. Sorry for the long video. We're going here for 13 minutes, but it does show how I'm really trying to like prove a point here. So, and I think the best way to do that is to really oh, I didn't see that there, is to really farm it up here. Not farm it up, is to really just get a really good day going here. So did we whiff it? We did whiff it. As I said, a really good day here, and we're just gonna heck it here. Oh my god. Come on. Okay, there we go. Had to use my heroes there at the very end there. Got sprung, and it was all bad. And I could have taken it more slowly, but that's what it is. And we did end with 1 jump spell. So this is what I'm saying. I usually bring 2. I'm trying to save raid medals, so that's why I'm bringing 3. But usually you only need 2, even though we did so many attacks. Just having the 3rd one in your CC is usually good enough, and being able to bring more invisibility spells like that raid right there would have saved it. I wouldn't have had to use my heroes. So we're just going to go to the recap here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we got 11 attacks in, which means that's 11 stars, which is 5 stars more than if you got 2 3 stars. Of course, getting 2 3 stars will probably take less time, so if you are worried about specifically time, then sure, you probably don't want to do this strategy. But it will allow you to push up at any Town Hall level past 11. Because of how powerful the Sneaky Goblins are, you can't really get to Titan. You can get to Titan with a Town Hall 11 without Sneaky Goblins, but it's going to be a lot harder, and you're probably not going to be getting as much loot as you would have wanted had you have brought Sneaky Goblins. So hopefully you all did enjoy the video. I'll have the trophy gain in the title, of course, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.